Where are your parents? Working? Well, you didn't go to school today, Samantha, neither did your boyfriend. Sit. Can I ask you something personal? I think that something might have happened to you. You want to tell me about it? I don't remember. What do you remember? He took me someplace in his motorcycle. I remember looking up. I was naked. I was all beat up. And he was there. Well, holding two hearts.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the biggest game of the year, the last game of the season, a winner-take-all single-game NBA Final. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. At the guard spots, we'll be seeing Gilgeous-Alexander and Wallace. Both Jalen and Jalen Williams are out there. One at the 3, the other at the 5. And it's Holmgren in at the 4-man position. And for the Mavericks, we've got Antetokounmpo. Irving is out there with MP. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's George in at the small forward position. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. They've traveled a long road to get here, Greg, and with one game left, it's hard to imagine them stopping now.
Yeah, you get this close and nothing is going to slow you down.
Danny Wallen, stop. FBI. You put your hands on top of your head. Off the bike. On your head.
This isn't what you had in mind when you skipped school today, is it, baby?
Their talent, undeniable, and this is when you see the great players truly make their mark.
Now, here's Hart. Launches a 3. Rebound by Williams. On offense, here are the Thunder. Wallace attacking. SGA on the wing. It's a nice passing by Oklahoma City. Count that bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Pass to Wallace. Williams looking around. SGA against MP. 6 on the shot clock. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
I love when Shea does not just settle for a layup, finish with authority. What a pretty dunk.
MP way outside. Thunder with the rebound. About a minute and a half through the first quarter.
That shit weak. That shit weak.
To the middle. Antetokounmpo with the steal. The 3 from MP. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Are you kidding me? How about the range from MP? Look out.
SGA, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Hart, that's good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Holmgren sets the screen for Williams. And it's Williams throwing it down.
Oh, a savvy move by J-Dub. Just gets the screen where he wants it and attacks.
Pass to Kessler. SGA against Hart. Takes the three. Another three for Dallas.
Boy, this guy has been
Sorry, get off me, bro.
outstanding this quarter.
I ain't doing shit but shooting. Get off me.
There right now.
Inside, here's Wallace. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's going to be a good-ass finals game.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And here's MP for three. And he's good on the three ball. MP's got 12.
Got to contest MP from out there. He is more than capable from three.
For three, that one doesn't drop. MP getting it done for the Dallas Mavericks. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
He wants to see the results of this play. Once he has them, all those years of kind of break will be unleashed in the form of a larger attack. Profile indicates a lot of people could die.
Red leak.
That's right, Steve. Something's wrong.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in game one. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us.
We had the finals, y'all. Here we go.
Your guys' take on scoring so far on the Mavericks with some changes. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Daniel Gafford. George comes in for Najee
Fuck, they take me out.
And Hart subbed in for Christie. They've got Hart, Antetokounmpo out there with P.J. Washington. Then it's George.
Oh my gosh.
And
Here
it's
we go.
Irving at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
That's great.
From deep Washington.
Come on now. Stop playing with me.
In the quarter.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
No.
Holmgren with a screen on Hart. SGA kicks to Holmgren. Again, the
Oh, God. Here we go.
And playing up tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Go Craig.
Antetokounmpo, strong finish.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
SGA passes to Wallace. Now here's Williams. Fires for three. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. And George kicks to Hart. From past the arc. That's good.
Let's go. Playoff P, baby. Playoff P, baby.
Hart's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
Not even like that.
Out to Williams. Williams hits a screen for Williams. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. In the corner, George.
Playoff P, baby.
Another
Playoff P, baby.
Strategy here. Continue to get the ball.
Now it's about to be a blowout.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. And we'll be right back after this.
Your invention. She should tell the police. But then why haven't we found anyone connected to this cafe with this profile?
Why hasn't the CDC found any trace of the drug?
Patient's out here. Couldn't remember anything about her day. We speak with some slur.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been announced.
They've been in fuego from downtown, finding space and letting it go, showing no signs of letting up, guys.
As a three-point shooter yourself, Chet, this has to bring you back.
Oh, my gosh, those were the good old days.
And looking at where the Thunder stand in the series, they've made it this far, game one of the NBA Finals. Shaq, how much brighter is the spotlight here in this championship round?
It doesn't get any brighter. This is where you need your stars to be stars and your moons to be moons and your galaxies to be galaxies.
You know what, Ernie, this is what you dream about. But you got to stay in.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
Maybe. First we took his federal right across the street. One of the victims who I talked to said that he went to that bank and break
And we're back with you as these two teams do battle in their quest for an NBA championship. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Under trailing by 14. Here's who Mark Daigneault is going to put out there to start the second half. Out on the perimeter, Wallace and Williams. Holmgren is out there with Jalen Williams. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the 1.
Doctor.
Mavericks leading by 14. Hart outside. Lets it go with a 3. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Holmgren outside. Williams with a clean look from outside off the mark.
Boy, felt like he let that possession get personal. Trying to answer back with a 3 of his own there.
Chalk up 2 there.
Okay, not only was she here, but from one of these tapes, it looks like she was the one replacing the Candies. Odd she could be the answer. I'll call you back.
Irving's got his 3rd basket of the night.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good. Great play by Williams.
Don't get to beat this.
She's crashing. Get the paddles.
Charging to 200.
Clear.
Nothing. Charging to 300.
Clear.
Still nothing.
The test run is over. Agent code blue.
Set it up. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
That's a big-time move right there. So crafty, so tough. SGA, big-time skill.
MP kicks to Irving. Latrey. And again, Dallas with the 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
What's been amazing to watch is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander going from good player to now putting his name at the very top of the list in terms of great guards in the league.
The Thunder shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. Shooting 2. That free throw good from SGA.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. 1:35 left in the 3rd. MP against Gilgeous-Alexander. Kessler, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, at 7 foot with a strong frame, Walker Kessler does a really nice job drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
And the Mavericks making a change here.
So we're looking for chemists and sophisticated lab assistants.
Washington's checked in. That's good from Kessler. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
In the past 6 months.
Hitchcock's a giant company, Sugar Shack. There were over 100 people fired just this past year.
And so far, none of them fit the profile?
Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. MB is number 1. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Makes it off the glass. SGA's got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, boy, how slippery is SGA on the triple drive? Just so difficult to stay in front of him.
Hart, that's good.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Sinks the triple. Hart's got 20.
And that shows the skill level of MP. The pull-up is a tough shot to master.
You ain't seen Jordan. You think you Brian? I love Kobe too. I love Kobe. You think you Brian? You ain't seen Jordan.
It's no good. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game.
We got lucky, by the way.
The Thunder have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And they pick up 2. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points in the game.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
I had to run my back line. Oh, I didn't watch my game.
There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And here's MP for 3. Rebound by Williams. One second left. And that's 2 points on the layup. He's got 6.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
They always celebrate.
The third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Mavericks on top.
Homicidal range, yeah.
The guy who's in his late.
Now let's take a look at our assist of the game, presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary.
I already know. Game over.
Talk to me, hot stuff.
Of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Paul George. Hart is out there with Kyrie Irving. And then there's Antetokounmpo.
Technology thing called PCO98.
Kessler in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Both alone and the patent rejected because Hitchcock.
That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's SGA. Off the glass.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Hart.
I may do that. I'm sorry.
He has only missed 4.
The desire to win, it fuels MP. He doesn't let anything get in his way.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Holmgren. Holmgren with a screen on George. Here's Williams. Oklahoma City gets a new shot clock. Here's SGA. Missed it. He's now made 6 of 10 from the field. MP looking around. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Hart's got 15 points here in the second half.
MP is in a great rhythm right now. It behooves this team to just keep feeding this young guy.
Williams sends a screen for SGA. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. And here's MP for 3. Drops in the tray. Hart's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And wow, that's the end of an epic journey taken by both these teams in unbelievable fashion. Get the NBA title rings ready, folks, for the Mavericks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed.
You sure it's not Jordan?
They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
You sure it's not Jordan?
The scoring he gave him, it was the efficiency with which he did it.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Shot's good by Williams.
There's that competitive streak. Jalen Williams answering from distance.
MP fires from way outside. Kessler passes to Hart. The three. The shot, no good. And it's the Thunder with the ball. To the inside. Here's Williams shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, J-Dub has the size and strength to work on the interior. That is nicely done.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Williams.
That's all I ever.
And Williams drops them both. And here are the Mavericks now. They're on a 16-7 run. Jacks up a 3, and again for 3.
The threes coming fast and furious. He is scorching the Nets.
Now GA tied for the 3rd most three-point field goals in single-game playoff history.
Second team foul.
Shooting 2.
Free throw dropped for Mitchell. So the Dallas Mavericks are the NBA champion. All the travel, all the practices, all the meetings, all the games, wins and losses, the emotion, the exhaustion culminating into tonight.
And whenever you win the NBA championship, there's a level of accomplishment and excitement that really can't be matched. But
go ahead, Thornton, get the fuck out of here.
Amazing to have accomplished this goal.
SGA was not going to save you, bitch ass niggas.
This place is going crazy.
Sorry.
The bench loves it.
Not that type of time.
Fans obviously overjoyed.
Goodbye.
This is one of those moments these players will never forget. And we've enjoyed bringing you every minute of the action here on 2K Sports. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next season.
Question. Is everyone going to be okay? Yes. Okay, the CDC's here with 3 dozen doses of antitoxin. We're going to make sure everyone gets some just in case. Whoever may have gotten sick, we should have caught it in time.
Was acid or whatever, I've taken that. Give that to somebody.
And he was there. Okay. Agreed. Who was? Dan. I called the doctor earlier. I think her. Hello?
Don't hang up. You hear me? Samantha.
What do you want?
There. Who did you call?
Why do you think someone's here?
That's what you say.
Hang up.
Come on. You're gonna call 911, and as soon as I leave, you lock the door behind me. Danny Wallen, stop. FBI. You put your hands on top of your head. Off the bike. On your head. You know what you had in mind when you skipped school today is Danny.
You want to tell us about Saturday night, then?
I didn't do anything. Samantha doesn't know what she's done. A lot of people saw you together at the cafe on Saturday night. What did you decide to do, Danny? Dose the common milk so that nobody would know that you just wanted to
Play retarded. That's what happened.
That's not true. Sex was an issue in your relationship. She told me about it. She wasn't prepared to give it up, so you decided to take it. Oh. She had bruises all over her body, Danny. You hit her. Well, I didn't mean to. She was freaking out, punching me. She was on something.
Nigga said, fuck it, we can't fuck with him.
She was hitting you, but you still had sex with her? No.
Josh Green even retired? Jesus. Ain't Josh Green young?
She fell asleep, and when she woke up, she was seeing things. What things? Look, she was on something. If it was acid or whatever, I've taken that. You give that to someone without telling them, it doesn't exactly set the mood.
It is right about that. If he wanted to set the girl a date, why did he give her LSD to? This boy seems too scared not to be telling us the truth. The Samantha was just the eighth victim, and the boyfriend working at the cafe was just a coincidence. But even so, there might be an explanation why the drugs. LSD to hallucinate or hypnotic. Forget. Forget what? What they were hallucinating? How they got dosed. And the unsub's covering its tracks. It's much too organized for a high school friend. Still got the thing. Which rules out the extortionist? Any visible political group or cult in the area. Which rules out the true believer. And leaves us with the avenger. We can give him a profile. We believe whoever poisoned these people was motivated by revenge. The randomness of the victimology. Average people in an average-sized town. All points to a local resident.
We know that people who poison for the purpose of revenge primarily act alone.
However, he may have manipulated someone close to him to assist him. The unsub usually disposes of these accomplices when they're of no further use to him.
The unsub is likely a cautious, deliberate, highly functioning male between the ages of 35 and 50.
He chose LSD for a reason. LSD is about altering perception. We think that this unsub is striking out because he feels that he's been inaccurately perceived by the community or a subset. He feels that these attacks will affect and alter a reality that he is caught in, that he perceives to be unjust. He's so self-centered, he believes his victims will know the reason for the attack and who did it.
This individual was savvy enough to use Rohypnol to obstruct our investigation, erasing the memories of the victims of how they were poisoned.
Hold on. If this guy believes that his victims know who he is, why is he covering his tracks?
Because these victims aren't his primary targets.
We know from precedent that this kind of offender, the Avenger, tests his weapon first. This attack was a test run.
A test run for what?
We don't know yet. What we do know is this is not the first time he's aired his grievances. While it's not likely that he has a criminal record, it is possible that he has filed criminal charges or pursued a civil action against his perceived adversaries. And now, to measure the results of his test, he's watching.
And he wants to see the results of his test. Once he has them, all those years of pent-up rage will be unleashed in the form of a larger attack. Profile indicates a lot of people could die.
We had a leak.
That's right, Steve. Neighbors became aware something was wrong when a local Beechwood restaurant closed early. From inside sources, we learned that representatives of the CDC began testing food inside the restaurant.
You're going to report the story name of the restaurant.
We were told that some of the food had apparently been tainted with hallucinogenic drugs.
In the restaurant.
Confirm all of this. We will not release the name of the restaurant. We'll only say it's a Beechwood area favorite. This is Suzanne Wong reporting live from Beechwood.
They didn't name the restaurant.
What is it?
Well, the local hospital, make sure they know what's coming.
Where do your 911 calls get routed?
There's a county phone bank. They contact first responders, the fire department.
Alert them to they're going to need additional personnel and any other backup you've got, auxiliary cops, you're going to have to call.
But why?
Because we're going to have a hard time just calming people down, and we really don't need confusion to interfere with our investigation.
They're making those calls?
No. Hey, everybody, please shut up for a minute. Tell me what this is all about.
Better.
We can't comment. No, we still don't know for sure why those people were poisoned.
Okay, great. I just got off at the hospital. They're swamped with over 50 potential poisonings from local restaurants, but no hallucinations.
Another poison. Maybe more hysteria.
We've looked into any civil or criminal complaints from employees, ex-employees, suppliers, regulars at the cafe. Not one good lead.
There's got to be somebody connected to that cafe who pops as a suspect.
Morgan, you want to go back there, see if we can find another angle?
Couldn't hurt. JJ, you and Reed go to the hospital, see if any of the poisoning seem legit.
Okay. I really can't talk right now. We just got hammered. Listen, most of these food poisonings are probably psychosomatic. What makes you think that? A news broadcast just reported a local restaurant was poisoned. Now, it would be a huge coincidence if there was another poisoning right after that aired. So what do you want me to do?
Help us figure out which cases, if any, are real.
People are coming in with all kinds of complaints. But there's at least one case that isn't psychosomatic. She's barely breathing.
Can you take us to the doctor that's treating that patient?
A lodge.
Your intervention. She's your target for a reason, right? Well, then why haven't we found anyone connected to this cafe with this profile?
Why hasn't the CDC found any trace of the drugs?
Wait. What if it's not the profile that's wrong, but the target?
Not this cafe.
Just because a bunch of victims came to eat here doesn't necessarily mean that they get poisoned.
Where?
When the patient got here, couldn't remember anything about her day. Her speech was so slurred, I could barely understand. It sounds like rohypnol. Did you test her? She was positive for rohypnol, negative for LSD. But we're running more tests because rohypnol alone doesn't explain her symptoms. She presented with nausea, difficulty swallowing, labored breathing. She was also having trouble moving her legs.
How long has she been sick?
She didn't know. I could barely understand. She first got here. She can't speak at all.
You know, biological agents that have similar symptoms. Ricin, sarin gas. Can't rule anything out. All more tests.
That's right. Thanks, now.
No soda machines, hot dog stands, water fountains, or anything else. Get anything?
Maybe. First New Jersey Federal, right across the street. One of the victims who I talked to said that he went to that bank on the day that he was dosed.
How do you get poisoned at the bank?
I don't know. I'd like to take a look at the security tapes.
Do you? Okay, Bobby.
Jack Fisher.
Let's have the worst night of his life.
That's all of them. Every one of the victims who turned up at the ER 3 minutes ago is on this tape.
I'm gonna call you.
Bring the CDC guys. They can test the candies. I'll go hutch. Morgan, it's Hutch. What's up?
Great. I think she's trying to say something.